Hello YouTube, how the hell are you? My name is Vac, and we're here today to play some Marvel Strike Force. So you found your way to Mortytown TV, and this is the kind of the home base on YouTube for my alliance. But we're creating content here that I invite all Marvel Strike Force players to watch, and I hope you find something good out of it. I'm certainly no professional entertainer, but I do know a little bit about this game. I am a 10 million total collection power player. I've been at this for about 2 years. I will freely admit that most everything I do know I learned from casino, just like most of us. But people were kind of pushing me, hey, you should stream. I had some extra time on my hands, and so I thought we're going to do this. I did some streaming about 5 years ago, and I really did enjoy it. And I never have just jumped in and streamed a playthrough since. But since I'm doing so well in this game, I'm in the top 100, I thought, why not? Let's put it out there for a few months, see if people like it. I know at the bare minimum, my guild mates are going to watch and maybe learn from how I play. So what we got here is this is going to be pointed right at my evening play session. We have a war going on with the Locos right now, and it's probably the first place we're going to get a look at. So we are slightly behind. And what we're looking to do is full clear the barracks. I have, I'm going to come out with roughly 5 or 6 attacks left. And I don't want to burn any of them on a 200k team. So we're going to have to leave that to the Mortys. We might be able to do something with Baxos, but I think he's kind of already used his better teams this morning. And he might pretty much just be on dropping boost duty at this point. So we'll get into our other business. I've already picked up our no, I have not picked up our free energy. Take that back. So first things first, we're going to go to the Serendipity event. We've already farmed all the hards this morning, so we're going to start working our way down through the mediums. And just see how many orbs we can get out of there, and just how lucky we get with those orbs. So I didn't get a chance to do any arena, and I still came out in second place, right? That's why I always sit at second, because even if I get busy and I can't do it, people are looking to take out the number 1. They're usually not looking to take out the number 2, particularly if the number 2 is as hard to take as I am. So oftentimes I can sit there. So, like I say, that's not a bad outcome for me. I basically got to ignore it for the afternoon while I did other stuff with the family. And I still got a good number of cores, just 50 less than I would have if I had gotten first place. And that's not a big deal. Nice. Very nice. And we're saving those 14 right there. We got some new stuff in the store, so we need to take a look at that. We definitely want to buy the basic catalysts. We want to buy that. We'll refresh and see what we get. We're really hoping for marrow. No marrow. No marrow. Let's see how we doing on. We're doing good on laser torches. We're still working on dossiers. We definitely need damage catalysts. How are we doing on these Prometheums? We can live with that. Alright, so we'll call that. We'll pick up these defense boosts because we spent some earlier. We'll take the resistance catalysts. We'll take the dossiers. We will grab a couple of Kingpin orbs and just hope for something useful out of them. Nothing great. We got plenty of training orbs right now, or training, whatever you call them. All right, so war. Hoping for marrows. Hey, all right, cool. We still need a lot more. At least 4 more, but we'll take that. We're gonna need more than 4 to get glaive. To get Cull Obsidian finished out. But let's see now. I don't want a 6-star crystal is tempting, but we'll hold on to that. We'll hold on to that. I might indeed end up waiting and holding on to all that until the maw is available. Alright, so we don't need to do that. We'll pick up our milestones. So we all high rollers. That will give us a few more orbs to pick up. And we'll go spend our energy. And we have 155 to spend. First things first, let's head on down here to Cull. Look at where we're at with this guy. Do we got any more of these we can farm? Absolutely we do. That's where we're going. It is a slog. Only can get so many of those a day. But I need so many of them. And we're not refreshing any of that mess, so we'll just save our points. Gives us a protector, or excuse me, gives us a basic reward. Alright, we're done with all that. So it looks like if we're not jumping in the war, raids is going to be our next thing. Oh wait, before we do anything, yeah, let's go check and see if we're still at number 2 or have we been knocked out. A lot of times there's a flurry of activity, yeah, toward the end there. So I ended up at number 2, but somebody's knocked me down to number 3 since. That somebody, of course, is unclouded. So let's get a little hot BO on BO action going on here. Which seems to be what's dominating the top of the arena shard I'm in now. It is indeed a lot of Black Order on Black Order, right? This is shaken out to be a way better team than they were at release, and they're pretty much outperforming everybody else now. And so, yeah, it does kind of come down to who's got the best Black Order team in many cases. But still, the offense has the advantage in every case. And a smart player can punch up a good ways with this team. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip all that back. There goes their Proxima. We'll buff our guys. There goes all their squishies, in fact. I swear to God, if you throw another moon on me. Alright, this should hopefully kill Thanos. Absolutely. Drop a moon on the big guy. Hit him with the power couple. Smack him with his twin. A little more power couple action, and that will take care of it. Oh, I just realized I have not I have not sent out an alert. So let me just do a little copy pasta into Discord. All right. Now, we're not going to take down Lucky. We're content to be at number 2. We will want to put in a blitz rotation. And we need to catch up on raids. I did some earlier off camera, so we might not have too much to do, but I got some energy to spend. So let's do that. Iron Fist. Just a solid place to start. Alright. I'm trying to get Baxos's energy spent. Looking good. Let's get on the symbiotes, eh? Let's get on the symbiotes, shall we? Piece of cake. So this team, I could use a team composition that would do more damage and probably roll through these nodes a little faster. But this team is just so steady and solid that for the majority of the raid, I barely have to even pay attention to them. I can just hit autoplay and focus elsewhere, which allows me to multitask a lot better. And that's of a very high value to me. So this is the team I run. It's, you know, I got multiple options that'll get me all the way to the end, and this is one of my good ones. Don't mind me. I mean, it probably doesn't hurt also that faster clearing equals less damage numbers. And I got a reputation to maintain around here. I'm kidding. I would never knowingly sandbag a match. I've never talked to anyone who would, you know, purposefully leave healers and rezzers alive so that they could jack up more damage numbers. I have always joked around that if you want to do that, then just hit autoplay and leave it alone because the computer will do it for you. And that's sort of the route I take with it. Okay, so we're not going to put any cores, so that'll be that for now for U7. Let's go catch up on what energy that we have for the Alpha Raid. Where we are running up the city lane, which I always use Spider Burst for these days. Okay. Let's get them rolling. So easy peasy. Not much to it. So I do wish that I had decided to do this earlier, when I was truly in the heart of raising up my roster. As it is now, I'm kind of in a slow T4 grind on pretty much top to bottom on the roster, and so nothing's moving very fast. But there was a very long time there that I was exclusively working the bottom of my roster and making sure that the worst I had was, so I wanted to, I had guys in the 100K range for forever, and I've been trying to catch the average tune on my roster up to that, and working that, worked out really well for me. And I really wished I had documented the strategy. I mean, I remember it fine, but I wished I had some video of it. And it worked out really well for me. But I would sort by gear tier, and then I knew there were this certain like 8 characters that I'm not putting points into those, and everybody else needs to come along on the ride. And then I would just go to the very bottom, whoever had the least amount of gear. I wouldn't worry about overall power. Just whoever had the least amount of gear on them, give them a piece of gear. And then the next, for the next piece of gear, whoever's the lowest at that point gets another piece of gear. And I just did that for weeks. And then the next thing you knew, man, everybody was gear tier 11. And then I dithered around and raised up some arena teams and stuff, and then was like, okay, now it's time to get everybody to gear tier 12. And I did that. And now it's like, well, and now I'm just kind of taking people from 12 straight up to 14. And that's going okay as well. It's a little slower, clearly. Slower, but we're making progress. I have a pretty good number of gear tier 14 characters at this point. And I'm not sure where I'm at on the rankings right now, but I've been holding pretty steady in the low 80s. Like 81 to 84 is generally where I'm living at. I hate that Winds of Watum. All right. So we're good there. Checking arena just for shits and giggles. Unclouded likes to trade with me there, and I'm okay with that. All right. So let's see if we've uncovered any new teams in the raid or in the war. Looks like we've made some point progress, if I remember this correctly. We have, but we haven't dropped any teams. Might can do something with Baxos there, but we'll worry about that later. Okay. The idea basically right now is we're going to drop barracks. I'm pretty sure that Medbay is going to be right above it. And we're going to make a judgment call. If it looks like two easy guys in Medbay, we're going to take Medbay. If not, then we're going to be content with barracks and go straight into the bridge. Then we're going to clear cargo bay. Then we're going to clear, well, we might clear flight deck 2 and then cargo bay. It's probably the way we'll go. In that order. And then when we get done with all that, we'll hit armory if we still have any juice left, just as a way to slow down any further attacks on their part. And that's the plan. I think that's our path to victory. It's just how far toward that finish line can we come? So I will reserve my attacks for something more fruitful. Done all that. So it's just time to do some blitzing. Oh, that's. Someone asked me a question in Discord just a little while ago, and I did not answer it. $488K. Someone asked me the strength on my Black Order. So, now let's go out there and play with them. That looks like a decent little rando team. We'll take that out. Okay, so let's start off with the squishies over here on the right. Same thing with the offense downs. We got nothing to flip, so let's hit the left side. Buff up. Oh, these poor saps never had a chance. Never had a chance. It's a shame, really. That team is just super strong. It's amazing what a few bug fixes. I mean, they were good before the bug fixes. They just weren't, Apex Arena. But those bug fixes, they've kind of, not like by a large margin, but they made good on their word, right? I wouldn't say they're the best by far. There are certainly hybrid teams that can compete with them. And that's probably a really good thing when you think about it. I know I'm sitting on, I don't have to worry about it's just going to be whoever has the most stars because I have them all and I got pretty decent stars on them. So, I'm not a guy that's going to hurt, but that doesn't mean I don't see how that's an issue. So I'm glad that we do have some options for hybrid teams and for more free-to-play players to use. right, I think we're pretty good on this fight. Let's let that roll. I'm gonna check the text that I just got. Okay. I see a lot of people playing this team, and Heimdall does not really contribute so much. But having that 7 red star Heimdall in there, really you feel his effects. I mean, it's nice. He ain't out there tickling nobody, I'll tell you that. Probably can get a win for aim with that one. Alright. I feel like we need to go right at War Machine here. I'm going to target Sabretooth so I can apply slow to all 3 of those guys. Somebody just killed Monstrosity, did they not? Alright, so hopefully he'll be back. Just depends on how well we roll. We're going to keep working on War Machine. We're going to top off health. There we go. No res yet. Oh, no. Keep that taunt up. Keep that taunt up. I don't want to see that taunt go down. Alright, we'll point that at Wolverine so we can get slows on 3 of them. This should finish off Venom. Still no res, but we're fine. This is a really good team for me. They'll fall flat on their face like any other team. There we go. There he is. There we go. Let's go after Sabretooth first. He's not going to res himself. But he is dead man walking now, so we'll swap back over to Deadpool, who is a little trickier to kill. No Domino around, so not that tricky, but tricky. Alright. And we don't even want to wait for him to have a turn. Let's just get rid of him. Alright, Fantastic Four. Whew. Yeesh. I don't think any of those are going to be winners. We can try these Guardians of the Galaxy. That way we might be able to pull off. Alright. Nothing to do but go right at Drax. That was a bad start. Oh God! If they're gonna kill Johnny. They've nearly got Sue dead. That was a terrible start for us. Thankfully they didn't kill Sue, but losing Johnny hurts. Losing Johnny hurts. I'm just going to hit him with the big one because we want to get rid of him. Ugh. So there went Sue. Nope, we have been good and stymied. So we're going to retreat, maintain our 8-3. And just move on to the next team. We got plenty of them. Let's take that Asgardian team. I think we can do it. Alright, so we start laying it in. We really want to focus on Thor. Spread some slows around. Taunt doesn't really matter. We're hitting everybody from this point forward for the most part. There went the taunt. Spread some slows around. God of Thunder is flexing on us. There goes that. Let's keep him disrupted, shall we? Oh, don't die, Crystal. There you go. You got more AEs to throw. We got to get these guys wore down for Black Bolt. Like so. Like if I can't kill Thor, then I want to kill Hela first. And, you know, Black Bolt can just kill everybody if he wants, you know. Just kill everybody. Just nothing left but some mop-up duty. See you, bye. Oh, congratulations, Thomas. No good options here, but I feel like this is our best bet. This is a mean-ass female team. Holy moly. Okay, so we bury her up. We just hope that, like any other team, they're just not going to be able to stand up to the barrage. Let's throw that ability block over there on Danvers. Soften up that right side. Boost up some speed bars. Red Wing, we're going to hang on to that. We don't know if he's going to live, but we're going to hang on to that. We'll shoot Storm since she's charging up. Alright, we're out of whack here. So normally we would not be doing this, but we'll just base it right here. We'll do another basic attack. I guess I don't know what happened with rescue there, but we got out of whack somewhere, which is a good way to beat this team. So we're in kind of danger here. This is where we would fall apart in this situation. Yep. Oh, this is bad. This is going to pull it out here, or we're going to lose it. I don't think that's going to do it. I don't think that's going to do it. I don't know if we're going to get out in time. No. We are going to lose that 8-3. That sucks. It's not every day that you lose one with that team. But there we are. We still need that last star on Ironheart. We really could use some more red stars on Rescue. But 8-3 is tough. for most teams. So let's see what we can get with our X-Men. That one. Catalyst of change is kind of a joke anyway. I mean, the gear ramps up so drastically how much those catalysts you need, but the reward for that does not ramp up near as at the same rate. So you're getting crap. You're getting crumbs by the time you start getting characters to 13 and 14. Let's get this medic out of here with the atomic elbow drop. There you go, guys. Kill Phoenix. There you go. Look at y'all. Almost did it. There we go. Hulk will smash. Lovely. And that should do that. Let's just get rid of Greg real quick here. It is certainly better than nothing. I can't argue that. I'm not saying it isn't incrementally better. I'm just saying that the increments are so small that it's kind of insulting. I mean, the difference is going to be a couple pieces of gear a year. Like, it's not nothing really to write home about. So let's see what we can do here. No problems with pun fenders. I mean, we hope, right? We're going to focus on Iron Fist. We are going to put defense up to be ready for Punisher, because we're probably going to have to eat his opening ulti. Right? Get rid of Iron Fist, and things will start to drastically go our way after that. So we do have to eat that, but no worries. We'll top off health. Try to finish off Frank. No problems. Now we'll summon. Get rid of Daredevil. He's really the scariest DPS left out there. And then we can just hit autoplay and watch him wear down on Luke Cage. All right. So that's the end of that rotation. Let's check War and Arena really fast. Arena, still good. War. Looks like it hasn't moved. Well, it has moved, just not for us. So we'll check back on that later. We did a lot of attacks this morning, so I'm not really hurting for that. I'll get all my attacks in. What I don't do tonight, I'll get up first thing in the morning and do right at the end of the war. Like to finish strong. Okay, so no DD3 to do, no arena to do. That's really it. So let's roll through another blitz rotation, right, and see how things look after that. I could play Blackwater all day now, to be quite honest. All right, so we'll hit the right side. We will offense down the left side. Once more on the right. We'll take JJ. We're really looking to kill Iron Fist. Looks like we have 3 of them on the ropes. We're going to need to get Iron Fist down before he... Oh, never mind. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Let's see what Corvus can do. Shashow. Okay. So strong. They are so strong. Redonkulously strong. The turn that team made was drastic. Drastic, I tell you. Surprised me. I kind of had some sour apples. I felt like we got shortchanged, that they oversold them. But in the end, a few bug fixes, and they turned out to be very much what they had promised. You know, not far away, but good enough. Let's get some more debuffs on her and spread them around. Spread them around like that coronavirus. There we go. This should finish her off. Let's turn our attention on to Wanda now. I'm going to keep my taunt up because she's in pretty good shape and save the stealth. All right. And then we just finish them off. I think we're back to 8-3. That was a pretty easy run through for the Asgardians there. Yeah. So as always, the trick is to just overwhelm Iron Fist right off the bat. He's not terribly fast out of the gate, and if you can jump on him before he can really get going, especially if you can heal block him, right? So now I got he just got a little bit of health back, and I got more work to do. This taunt may save his life. I'm hoping that taunt will save the lives of some of my guys. So I'm going to go ahead and heal. Let's top everybody off. I was hoping for a res there. So this is how it's not supposed to go. Sometimes this team will have a little trouble coming out of the gate with enough DPS to kill him. And then what you're doing basically is you're just hanging in there hoping to wear him down and hoping for some good reses, which I'm not getting yet, but we're still okay. This may go south quick, but for the moment we're holding. It can still turn around. Keep applying that taunt. Alright. Now we got a damn... This is not going the direction we want it to, though, for sure. And of course, this team is just rife with counterattacks. And that'll do it. So without her on the field, we're not going to get any resurrections. And so without that, there's no way they're coming back from that loss. Ex-Punisher team? I don't know. That's a weird one. Let's kill it. Let's kill the hell out of it. Starting with Punisher. Let's flood the place. Hit him with a dinosaur. Good. Got the barrier up just in time. Yeah, so that should finish him off. Goodbye, Cable. Deadpool and Cable are no slouches now. But without a Domino around, we'll be able to kill Deadpool here. We might have to do it multiple times, but we'll be able to do it. I'm going to tear you in half now. I want to go back and watch that movie again. Oh, me. All right, we're dancing with Luke, but we want to be dancing with Logan. He can call us bub while we blast him into smithereens. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But I am going to save him for last. He's another one that might just res any old time you kill him. One of my favorite comics growing up was a What If. That was a What If Wolverine fought Conan. And I loved that one. And they did make it like the best of both. Like they pleased fans of both characters, because what happens is that when they meet, Conan wins, right? He cleaves Logan in half, and I mean, just chops him up, and then leaves him like a chopped up corpse, of course. But over time, Logan regenerates, comes back, and beats Conan, and so they kind of both win. You know, Conan. I mean, Wolverine kind of wins in the end, and I like that. But yeah, it was a pretty cool comic. I always liked the What If series, and that one is one of the ones that I remember the best. Yeah, we'll do Kree. We ain't seen a Kree team out here in a while. Spread some slows around, and then we'll just start wearing people down for Black Bolt. Oh, I hate this ability block. There we go. Don't use her basic often. Kree Noble. Kree Noble was my first 7 red star. My second, aim security. I bet you do have a ton of what ifs. I maybe have, I don't know, half a dozen or a little more. And I'm pretty sure that Wolvie versus Conan is one of them. I haven't looked through them in years. But that's one of the ones that has stuck with me the best over that period of time. Alright, let's see now. Let's hit these guys. So we got a mid-range Hydra team on the board here on War. Smockin's taking them on. And then we got a collection of 100 to 200k teams. So before we wrap it up, I probably will move the camera over to Baxos and do what I can. He's got some energy to spend. He doesn't have many teams left. Alright, so let's try to ability black over here. Let's start some damage up on all these tanks. They're the ones that are likely to be left alive after we go through our barrage. Oh no! Crossbones blew up on us. That used to mean you lost the fight. Now, psh, please. I bet you do, Mr. Sander. Oh, it wasn't so bad. Smockin. Going in for more. All right. Yeah. I feel like my X-Men can beat any team if one of those characters is Ant-Man. That's how I feel about it. Doesn't even matter who the other 4 are. If one of them's Ant-Man, we can win. Alright, so let's give him just Phoenix to shoot at. And yeah, let's go right at Ant-Man. Maybe we can get him before he slows everybody. There we go. Not gonna do that. But we will get through it. They are already starting to wilt. And they definitely will now. Piece of cake. So Smockin cleared the Hydra team, and we got a 250k shield team behind there. Pretty sure that's going to be out of Baxos's reach. Putting Miles with all them villains. That's kind of a weird Spider-Verse. Let's kill them. Let's kill them, shall we? Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Vulture out of here. I'll summon first on this matchup. Let's just heal up Coulson. Yeah. Losing a summon is not that big a deal. Let's see if we can't overwhelm Miles. No, he's going to stealth on us. So back to Venom. Buff who we can. There we go. Needed that. Needed that. Nice. Love a good turnaround. Fantastic. Getting up around 8 million. Let's check Arena. Still at 2. We're going to save those for morning. Okay, so we will swap the view over to Baxos. And I'll see what he can do about moving the ball in this war, if anything. Well, an Ultron team might be able to do it. Oh, he does also have his power armor. He does also have his power armor. That's not going to take that shield team. It might be a waste on everybody else. All right. Here's what we do. Just a nice, strong rando team with a good punch down. The presence of Ultron should push him over the edge. Yondu's kind of a liability, but he's not that bad. He's just not that good. Certainly doesn't live up to past glories. We'll say that much. That's part of the reason he's so disappointing, because he used to be great. And there's the taunt. Probably the most damaging taunt in the game. And it's gone. I'm full up on bots. What are you doing, Vac? All right. All right, so that opened up a 200K shield team. No Coulson. Shouldn't be difficult. So I will leave that alone. Give other people a chance to play. In fact, you know what? Maybe we will try. Doesn't have, it's going to be just, from here it's just going to be all his power armor team. We can try them against this team. I don't think they really stack up well. I don't really remember how they did pre-Coulson, to be quite honest. It's more of a punch across. Like, yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. We're going to get experimental. They're going to get a lot of attacks. It's all going to be about how we weather it. So far, so good. Now we're going to barrier up. Going to boost the old speed. Let's lay a shot in on Nick. Hit that whole right side. Get rid of his summons. Let's ability block. They don't have medic on this team. Like this is not a greatly. I just noticed this. This is not a good shield team at all. We're probably all right here. So we're gonna buff up and start the wombo. All right, so we're going to have to work for it a bit. Second effort, going to get her. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. That was a pretty weak shield team. So a 300K rando Avengers looks like. There's not much I can do with that with Baxos. But let's swap back over to Vac and see who I've got. I don't want us to stall out. We seem to kind of be losing steam. So let's swap it back over. Okay. And back on Vac, we're going to the war. We're going to the war, Mary. right into the barracks, and let's see what we can do with this team. Pretty sure I have a number of ways to destroy it. I don't have any that aren't 100k punch down. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. But I feel like we're kind of running low on energy here, and I just want to keep the thing moving. Let's see if there's a better option. There really isn't. My Avengers team, but I don't think there's going to be any need to put them in the field today. We've got enough teams that, I mean, they just blitz a couple times. A blitz, that's it. Yeah, all right. Well, let's go demolish these guys with our brawlers. Brawlers is like a good team. It's not our best team, right? They really are only good for going after essentially just teams that are vulnerable to them. You know, teams that have squishy people on them, but their tank doesn't taunt until round 2 or later, right? That kind of situation. They're good for that, right? Like, because you can come right out, you know, lay some damage in with to get things going with Gamora, and then easily finish a character off, boom, right off the bat, and then before they even get going, it's 5v4, right? That's the strength of this team. And since Cap will open up by throwing his shield, and he doesn't taunt until turn 2. You can see now that I've already got one down. I'm going to have time to get a second one down as well, very likely. Yep, there you go. And that's basically the niche that this team fills, is they're able to just overwhelm teams. If they have to sustain a fight for a while, they don't do as well. But they're good at that shock and awe kind of warfare. Ooh, Black Widow's out. We got to hit her. Beautiful. Awesome. That was a great stun. So let's see what that opened up. A 250k Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I can't hit that. So we're going to have to leave that to the Mortys. And I've got 2 attacks left, plus 2 more I could buy, and I'll probably have another 2 by morning. So we'll get up early, and if I don't spend another one of these before the end of the night, because I'll be up for another hour or so doing stuff. So if I can, I'll throw some more attacks in later tonight. And if not, I'll just save them for morning, and we do that final push, where we're either, 1, trying to come from behind and win, which we do a very satisfying number of times, or 2, we're just trying to pack on as many points as we can for our season total, right? I mean, not all losses are the same, right? So that's generally the strategy. I'm going to call out the order for everybody. So what I'm seeing here is that we go barracks, and then let's just go straight after that to let's just forget med bay, right? We can assume now we're not going to have the energy for that. But night shift can sometimes surprise me, and that's cool. So barracks to let me pull this up so I can look at this. Barracks to bridge. I don't even need to look at it. To flight deck 2. To cargo bay. And then if we get that far, Go Armory. All right. So there we go. That's the order I want the rooms to fall. Godspeed, Night Shift. We're going to take one final look at Arena. And since we have not budged from that number 2 spot, that is going to wrap it up for me, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Sander. I'm going to learn how to say hello and goodbye in Danish, I think. So that's going to end it for Mortytown TV for this evening. I want to thank everybody who's jumped in and followed along with me here tonight. And anybody watching later, I hope you enjoyed the content. So we'll be back tomorrow morning. Till then, be cool. Have a good time. Keep gaming. And I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.